Good afternoon, folks. I'm sure my mic works. I'm hearing it on my monitor here, but just in case. Hey, JD, thanks. Appreciate that. So, room slow this morning. Slowest I think I've ever seen it in terms of populated humans visiting us, which seems a bit off considering the fact that there's so much setting up, but the markets are down 0.35%, and there wasn't a lot of momos this morning, so the lizard brain in us humans didn't activate. Look up lizard brain on Google. I'm not being mean, it's true. So, date October 30th, 2017. I didn't go to a Halloween party this weekend. I don't expect to go to one, and those that have been DMing me, please stop. I don't do Halloween parties. I am, however, looking at a few other functions this week, like a jazz festival, and there's a big concert with Justin Timberlake and all those guys, Enrique and stuff. I might even go to that. Who knows? That's what's happening in my world. 12:04 p.m., October 30th, 2017, big earnings week, and we went through a number of them this morning. I just sent out the video on it, and I'm just going to look at those again real quick in terms of actual, what do you call them, announcements. We don't have much. The only announcement I think I have is, well, one, that video from this morning I think is kind of important. It's a little slow because I'm not a professional speaker, but of course it's live trading feed, and when someone's actually trading and talking to the mic and doing everything else, there's a few things going on there. Anyway, I think it's worth your while to take a look through that if you weren't in the room. I find this really interesting. Projected number of cryptocurrency users by 2024. That's not very far away. Look at that growth, 3 million daily to 200 million. What do you think is going to happen to the price of BTC? Work that through, bears. This is true too about Wall Street. Cleared out a shop this morning. The remaining. Best moments in your life happen after taking risks. Take a risk and get into SPPI with me and AAOI. I'm not allowed to tell you what to do, so that was a joke. Stock twits, yeah, twits. That's about it. There's really not much to talk about. There's earnings on my Twitter feed from Earnings Whispers. You can look through. Oh, and 200% up on BTC trade this weekend. I was happy about that. Gold, there's a lot of anomalies, divergent behavior in gold right now. Be very careful with gold. Oil's right up against resistance this morning. Came off a little bit. I'm not ready to short it yet, but I'm going to short it. Gold, I'm actually going to possibly take a long when it sets up on the algo model. And so that's my review of oil. My review of gold. My review of BTC or Bitcoin is that there could be an epic squeeze on the hand, and I don't say that lightly. But there is a very real possibility of that as we come out of the fork. I'm not saying it will, but I am saying there's a real possibility. And I think that's it. Yep, those are the updates. Oh, and I'm trying to be nice on Twitter and stuff. Stock twits. I didn't yell at anybody this morning. Didn't get mean. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. No. Okay. AAOI. So earnings in 3 days. I know it's super risky to hold through earnings, but there's a 99% chance I'm going to. There's a fairly large chance that I'm going to add here any second. Watching very close. SPPI. I'm on hope here, and I continue in hope. It's trading fairly well today on the hourly. The daily, it looks fine, actually bullish, but the weekly I really like. and I already discussed all this morning, so I'll get off the topic, but I really like that. Snap, surprising that this chart is set up the way it has, and I explained that this morning. I like it. I'm holding Facebook, I'm holding into earnings on this, 99% sure, the little bit that we have left. Bitcoin is selling off intraday right now, not heavy, but still in the model. It's not divergent or anything. AMBA from Sean, thank you very much. Up over its 200, watching this very close. Looking for a turn on this stock RSI. 50 about to cross through the 100, 20 about to cross through the 200. It's a good setup. Very good setup. Tesla, I really like this one. I'm watching for a bounce. Stock RSI is right at the bottom. If the stock RSI was higher, I'd be concerned, but it's not. It's down at the bottom. And the next support sits, about there, 306.76, and then the next support after that is 288.31. 288.31 is a buy with both hands, both feet. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm going to take this yet or not, but it's something I'm watching. So that's what I'm watching. I'm going to try and leave those on the board. If you have any that you'd like to look at, let me know. We'll give that a whirl, and let's see what the markets are doing here. Oh, was there more? Let me just go back there for a second. We have volatility. It's up a little bit today. It'll get smashed back down, of course. Gold, silver, we went through all those. Very is not getting grip yet. I'm waiting for that. VRX had some grip this morning. I'm watching that close. And I guess that's it. Okay, so let's see what the market's doing here today. SPCB, up 47%, had a hard time with its 50%. I looked at it a number of times on other monitors and just couldn't get a grip on what it was going to do, so I left it alone. CPLA, I didn't know what was going on here. The first chart takes longer than the rest. Okay, CPLA. What is going on with this one? I've never traded it. Merger. Bounced at 200, has a merger on the go. I don't know anything about it fundamentally. Its actual chart on the weekly, a little messy, isn't it? But I can't really give you any indication on this one, to be honest. I don't think anybody's interested in it in the room anyway, so good Lord. Well, hopefully the bulls don't get slaughtered on that, because that could be a slaughter if it fails. Okay, what do I say? I don't know anything about it. And the charts, CAA. Never traded this one either. Sloppy around the 200 for sure. Trades like a commodity. Cal Atlantic something group. Somebody knew something in here, divergent, and then what happened? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Home builder. They knew in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wasn't a very closely held secret. That's divergent right there. Buggers, hey? Yeah, squeeze momentum is going down and price is going up. Buggers. That's hard to keep quiet at the Friday night dinner, I'm sure. Oh, hey, I worked in that business. ADMS, daily. Bounced off the 200, indicators are moderately bullish. What happened with this one? Orphan drug status. So this was closely held secret. Good for them. no divergent activity here at all. I'd say you've probably got a good management team on this one. Whether it's going to hold these gains or not, trade's pretty sloppy. I'd be cautious. But obviously good news. Earnings in 3 days. All its indicators are up. Closely held in advance of the announcement. I would say you probably got a great management team in there, but there's something wrong with the way that trades. Why is it so sloppy? Because of the nature of the business it's in. TRXC. Oh yeah, I've been watching this one for a long time. Well, since it popped out of here, it's doing its thing. So it's testing its 20. It would be wise to watch for sure. Not the easiest instrument to trade, but over $3, it's got my curiosity. Well, let's see how it does, because it is setting up for sure. Can't get around that. CGIX up against this 200, good short. Cancer genetics, yeah, but you're under the 200. See, at alert, crossing 200. I'm going to short this probably at the 200 if it gets there. RGSE, well, there was, just so you know, there were two gurus walking bullhorns this morning. One saying the other one was pumping. Wouldn't be hard to pump a $2 stock, but there is huge liquidity. Okay, so that's RGSE. It is over its 200, but it is not setting up the way you would expect. It's just ugly. But the 50 is about to cross the 200. So I don't know. Do I like it? No. Is it setting up? Kind of. CRR. Well, another sloppy 200 stock. Bottom play. Do I like it? No. Would it be a good short for the 200? Well, let's see. Then we got XNET. Still running. Wow, what a great management team. And what I mean by management team, I'm talking about the people that, it's a great term for them. They're on the promotional side of the stock, the compliance and everything else, and responsible for the way a stock trades. They obviously have good handlers. This is a really, really, really good chart. Everything about it. The only problem is when is it going to come back home to that 20? But it is definitely one that you could figure out how to buy on the intraday. Hold it close to your chest. Close your eyes, set your stop, and go. For those that don't know, I have considerable allergies and I apologize. TRT, Trio, none of these I've traded before. Wowza. Well, RGSE, TRT. So this is interesting. I don't know what they are. A technology company maybe. We'll take a look in a second here. This is very curious. The plot thickens as it goes out. Wow. Interesting chart. So IPO comes off, up, down, doesn't get as high, down, doesn't get as high, down, works its way up. See this? That's your key right there. And then, oh look, Sesame Street. Does that look like that? Does that look like that? Does that look like that? Wow, that's a nice chart. Ooh. What is this? What kind of lift did it get here? It got lift from 499 5 times. Oh, don't tell me earnings haven't gone by. Yes, they have. What is this? Semiconductor testing equipment and service technology. Oh, 46,000 shares. Dang. Oh, dang. Fourth quarter net income increased 96%. Wow, look at that chart. You don't see this very often. Why do they have to get ruined with 46,000 shares a day? TRT. Why? Huh. I wonder if I should talk to these people. They would take my call. Yepers. Okay, well, I've saved it. I'm gonna get myself a little alarm going here. Now, let's see if we can find the secret. Here's the daily. Earnings. Stock RSI plummets, so profits get taken. Then price goes up with stock RSI on the bounce, bounce, bounce. MACD, squeeze momentum, all makes sense. That makes sense. So this is tightly held too because nobody knew ahead of earnings. So then, the last time, I want to see, I want to see Where did my 5 times go? What happened? It's not 5 times, it's 2 times. What happened to my beautiful chart? Oh, I see. What a cornball. I make myself laugh. I love when I'm blonde. Okay, here we go, 25. I call other people stupid, they don't like it, but when I call myself stupid, I love it. And actually, when anybody challenges me that way or like gets disgusted and calls me stupid or something, I always burst. Okay, where are we here? So I want this date right here, September 4th, 2006. It's a long time ago. That's the only problem. Okay, that's the date we want, September 4th, 2006. Now to do that, you go over here, right? No, do you go here? No, no. Where do you find that? Here, maybe? Oh, go to September 4th, 2006. 4th September. It's a long time ago. But I want to see how that stock RSI acted on the way up. You're not going to let me in? They don't have 2006? What? Oh, come on, you can let me in. Oh, but I want the daily. Oh, this is it? Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. Sorry, guys. How did I do that? Oh no, over here. September 4th, 2006 on the daily. Take me there. Yes. Stock RSI goes up, down, up, down. It's probably because it's so thinly traded. Yeah, there's no heavy liquidity, so you can't get a divergence on the stock RSI in price. Anyway, I got an alarm on it, so yeah. Next. What was next? PDS? No. Yeah, PDS. Precision. Oh boy. Precision drilling. Don't even look at it. AAAP. Why is my chart? Because I'm probably still back in September of 2006. Let's get back into 2017. 2017, we're in 10th month. Wow, it's almost winter. You poor people in cold land. October 30th. I would seriously end it if I had to go back to cold land. That's just how I'm built. 1 day a year would be fine. Christmas Eve. AAAP. Trending stock on the daily. Testing is 20. It did get to the 50 before. Stock RSI's curled up. MACD, squeeze, blah, blah. There's not much I can tell you about it. I can't be of much help. CRR. About to hit its 200. Well, not about. Bottom play. Going towards its 200. STRA. I don't know anything about this one either. STRA education, 2 days from earnings. 2 days from earnings and it gaps. Is that right? Something's not right here. 2 days from earnings and you're gapping. What's the news? There has to be news, right? Well, there's no volume. Edit. One we've looked at a number of times. Day trader's paradise. High skill set required to trade this. GBT. GBT. So this was one that Sean, I believe, brought into the room. Can't remember who it was. And I had said, if I remember correctly, that anything could happen with this. Your gap fill's coming. I wouldn't count this one out for a second. It's low float though, isn't it? No. Tons of liquidity. I wouldn't doubt at all that this is going to rock and roll out of the bull horns. I'd trade this one out of the horns, out of the bull, off the horns into the bull, out of the bull, off the horns, out of the bull. For sure I would. In fact, this is probably a good day trading vehicle, my guess. Okay. GBT, DYN. In fact, I think I said that last time I looked at that chart. Bottom play, a lot of these today. You know, the market's not happy when. Is that it? VNDA. Huh. Basically coiling at its mid pivot. A bounce that might not be so bad. Oh, you got earnings coming up though. Or did that happen today? 2 days. DYN. Yeah, we already looked at that. DYNC. Anything could happen with that. FARO. So this is on the weekly. We looked at this one on Friday, I believe. Yeah, Friday. Look at the follow through on that. Wow, look at this. There's a big fill in there too. I'd have a hard time avoiding this too. This is nice. So there's 3 or 4 in there that I've alarmed or saved. I'm just gonna ratchet this up a little bit. So I got alarmed right before the turn of 51. Like that too. Wow, that's nice. Really nice. FARO. Okay, any charts that you guys want me to look at? Louis, how you doing, man? Hope all's good for you. Oil. So oil hit its resistance zone earlier in the day, and I didn't take a short because I'm watching for confirmation that we're going south. My personal trader bias or view is that they're gonna take it up over the resistance and then it's gonna fail by about, man, if I had to give you an exact timeline on the failure, I would say by Thursday morning it'll be failing. Now, if it fails the resistance line before then without getting up over resistance and following what I think is going to happen, then I'd look at shorting it earlier. But I bet you what we're going to see is it's going to get up over the resistance. It's going to fail by Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And then I'm going to take a short, and it'll be a big short because it's way overpriced right now. If it doesn't get over resistance, it stays under resistance, and it starts to really fail, I'll scale into my short. That's my idea. That's right. Looking for a short between now and Thursday morning. So basically, just one more time, I'll just say it so it's real clear. If it fails the resistance, continues to fail resistance right now, and it is definitely failed, then I'll start to size in on a short, and it'll be a big one. If it gets up over resistance, which is what I think is going to happen, then I'm going to look to it failing Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and when it fails, I'm going in big on a short. And I think it'll be a big win. That's my idea. So hopefully that helps. I think it's going to probably be the best one of the year. It's just my opinion. Now, if they go another leg, into the next algorithm model area, and it's strong in there, then I guess we wait for one more leg. But I doubt it. I think it's over. Anybody else have some charts or anything they want to take a look at? Okay, well, fine. I'm going to call it an early midday then. It's 12:35. That was quick. I'm going to be in the office doing reports and stuff this afternoon. I do have a couple contractors coming by, so I'll be in and out of the room. And then tonight, the rest of the reports go out, and that's it. Yeah, talk to you guys soon. Thanks for coming out. Bye-bye.